Hey guys, we are back with some more Halifax Tugboats GM mode, franchise mode, whatever you want to call it. And last time we moved a lot of our veterans out, and this time we're going to move even more veterans out because we have to clear up some cap space if we want to complete our roster, because we still have a couple of spots missing on our roster. I believe we only have, what, 10 fours right now? Or maybe even 9. Let's see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we have 10 forwards, and we're good on defense. We got, well, that's not going to be there for too long because we do have a couple of defensemen to trade. We do have a goaltender to trade in Jonas Korpisalo. So, yeah. But I am going to say right off the bat that two guys who we will not be trading, who I initially thought we would be trading, are Alexander Barkov and Braden Point, because they're both only 31 years old, and I feel like if they could give me another solid year without dropping off, that'd be great. And you know what? We already have so much youth on this team after we make these trades. So let's make these trades first, and I'll show you guys where we're at in terms of age. So the first trade we're going to make is going to be Jones and Korpisalo in a package. Yeah, so it's a pretty big trade to Minnesota, who are hopeful, so it's not like they wouldn't want these guys. From Mathot and Lapointe and Bychek. So if we take a look at Mathot here, he's making 4.5 mil, so not too bad of a salary. His stats right here, not too shabby. Certainly no Korpisalo numbers, but they will do. Same for the playoffs. Once again, no Korpisalo numbers, but they look pretty good, pretty promising as well for a 24-year-old elite goaltender. And Laurent Lapointe, 26 years old, medium top 4 defenseman, and he's got a heck of a shot. He's a great passer, great puck control, good offensive awareness, good defensively. Wish his defensive awareness was a bit higher, but he is physical as well, and he can skate. So overall, great defenseman. $5.1 million for the next 2 years. And he's 26, so that would be an upgrade from the 32-year-old Seth Jones, at least in terms of age. And then once again, Ladislav Bychek, who is 20, medium elite, right-handed defenseman, more of a defensive defenseman, got the 87 defensive awareness, 85 stick, or 86 stick checking, and 85 for shot blocking. And not really the physical defensive defenseman, but he is very much, I think, going to be a threat in years to come. He is only an 83 overall, but he's only 20 years old at the same time, and he's still on his rookie contract. And then when you compare that to Korpisalo and Jones, I mean, obviously, you know, both of these guys have done wonders for our organization, but at the same time, this is clearing up cap space, and we're getting younger, which is what we need in Halifax. So this should go through. If not, it'll be very close. So let's see. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Done deal. So there you go. There is that done. Korpisalo and Jones are officially out of here, unfortunately. But you know what? That's what had to happen. And the next person we're trading away is Derek Pouliot. And he is going to be going to Carolina because we got 2 defensemen in that trade. We only traded away 1. So we're going to be getting a forward out of this trade. And the forward I'm looking at is Caedmon Sabourin, one of the guys who put the dagger in just the hopes of our trying to get past round 1 in the last year playoffs, or the year 10, year 11 playoffs it was, because we went an extra year because of that first year in Columbus. But I mean, to take a look here, he's got great offensive awareness, great passing, good puck control, decent shot. Great skater, not have bad defensively either. So, I mean, this guy, he looks to be pretty good. His only downside is his salary, 7.6 for the next 2 years, but he is 23, so he fits our description of being that young forward who we need to replace. You know, guys like Tarasenko with. So, I don't think this will go through. Let's try it anyway. No. Okay. So the value is really not there. So we might have to give up a draft pick here too here. So I'm going to go into draft picks. Okay. So what do we have to give away here? We have a third for this upcoming draft. We don't have anything that draft. we do have I might have to give a second, to be honest. Let's try this one for 2032. Will that work? No, too far off still. Okay, so we might have to add a third. I'm gonna go for these later years because I know we're we're probably only gonna be able to go another 2 or 3 years anyway before NHL 18 starts. So I'll give them this this third round pick from 2033. That should go through now. There we go. Okay, so Sabrin is on the team, and one more trade to make. It's a very minor trade, just to dump cap space, and we're going to be trading the angry Ryan Mantha. So, because he is taking up 1.6 mil of our cap space, and we need as much cap space as possible. So we're going to be trading him to Detroit for a couple of picks, very late round picks, like I think a 6th and a 7th. So not too big of a deal, but it's still getting salary cap out of here. So there you go. And I believe that's all the trades we're making. Yes, it is. So now we're going to go into free agency because if I'm correct here, we only have 11 forwards and we still need a backup goaltender. But now the good thing is instead of 3 mil, we now have 7.2 mil to work with in free agency. So that's good. But we're not going to be getting any, like, you know, superstars or anything because we still want to have a little bit of cap left over for the guys who are getting a contract next year. Like, let's see. Well, mainly like Jocelyn, because he's probably going to want a bigger contract. He's only making 1.7. He's pretty good defensively, so I think he's going to want quite a bit. So, yeah, here is our lineup currently. So, Hansik, Barkov, Point, Sabrin, McCollum, Connolly. That's 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, yeah, we need one more forward. Think we're good on defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyone in the... Yeah, 6 with Bajek right there. And then goaltenders, Mathot. I'll show you Mathot one more time. And we do need a backup goaltender, as we're not going to be able to do that with Sharov right there. So we're going to go into free agency, and I do have a couple of guys written down as to who I want. Hopefully I'll be able to get them at a pretty reasonable price because, yeah, I don't want to spend too much here. Although it's a good thing we cleared up all that cap. Come on now. Forwards. Okay, so the forward we're going to be signing is Braden Shen. He's 35. I know he doesn't fit our age description, but you know what? We have a lot of young guys anyway. I figured he's a nice fourth-line presence there, defensively, physically, just all-around solid fourth-liner, third-line player. And I'm going to see if we can get him for 3 mil. Or you know what? We'll go 3.4 for 1 year for Braden Shen. I don't want him on a 2-year deal. And then we will go to goaltenders. And the goaltender I had written down, Stan Ronaldo. So he's a backup goaltender, 25 years of age. And there are his attributes. Hopefully he does well in the backup role. You know, obviously he's a backup goaltender, so can't have too high of an expectation for him. But there you go, 1.9 for 1 year for him. As those are the only free agent signings we are going to be making. So let's advance day, and let's hope they both sign with us. Actually, you know what? I want to keep an eye on how many teams are interested in Shen in particular, because I don't know if he's going to accept that 1 year thing. Okay, so it's only us so far, so that's good. That is good. We'll keep simulating then. Advance day. One more day, and there you go. Braden Shen and Stan Ronaldo are on the team. There you go. So that should complete our roster now for year number 12. So let's take a look here. We have 2.7 remaining in salary. And so let's go by forwards first. So first line would be Hansik, Barkov, and either Sabrin or McCollum. Second line would be Point, either Sabrin or McCollum, and Connolly. Hagelin, Voloshenko, I know he's pretty good offensively. Yeah, Voloshenko for the third line at the very least, for sure. And then probably Kozlov. And then fourth line, yeah, I guess Jocelyn. And then, or you know what? Shen could probably be the center on that line. And have Kozlov with Shen and Dunham on the fourth line. And then Jocelyn with Hagelin and Voloshenko. Yeah, I like that. So there is our forward core. Defensively, we have Frank, Lapointe, Weber, Brule, Bychek, and McBain. So, I mean, I think we're pretty good to compete again, once again here in Halifax. Obviously, it's no team that we had last year, which was pretty stacked, if I'm being honest. But the important thing is here that we are much younger than we were before, which was very much needed. And you never know, maybe Reed McCollum and Voloshenko and Sabrin will grow over the offseason. So we just gotta hope for that. And I don't believe there's anything else to do in the offseason. So I'll see you guys in the preseason. You currently have fewer than 26 players and or 3 goal. Okay, we need 3 goaltenders here. So I'm gonna stop the simulation real quick. But we are pretty much at the year 12 preseason as we go into free agency here to sign a goaltender for the minors. So let's see. Come on now. It's so slow. All right, so let's just get maybe this guy, Hayda, 79, 25 years of age. Yeah, that looks good. Let's offer him a contract. He wants a one-way, though. Never mind. So let's see. Maybe this guy, 24, Berglund. Yeah, he wants a two-way. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Let's see if he signs. He should, given that it's already September. So let's see. Advance a day. Might take a few days here. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I think we now have 3 goaltenders. So as long as we have 26 skaters, we should be good. So let's simulate up to the 13th here. Yep. So yep, the available funds bonus. I almost forgot about that, owner mode. Goodness. Hopefully it doesn't interfere too much. Whatever. I don't care about the owner goals at this point. So there's the preseason schedule. Let's take a look at our year 12 roster. And offense is 94, so that is promising. Let's go to manage rosters. Roster moves. All right, so it's got 21 skaters. How many defensemen do we have? Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. Send you all down. And now we have 5 defensemen, so we got to call Bychek. Good. He's an 84. I like it. Weber's an 88. Now look at that. He's a clear top 2 defenseman now. And look at that shot. 96, 94, 95, 94. This guy is going to be dirty. 86 offensive awareness. And let's check his stats from last year, actually. Yeah, 25 goals. I mean, he might score 30 this year, boys. And look at that. I'm overlooking his defensive category a little bit, too. Look at his shot blocking and stick checking. 98 and 92. This guy, and his physical category isn't nothing to sneeze at either. 88 body checking. This guy is going to be beautiful. And we have him for 5 years, too, so that's good. Jerry Frank as well. And with his dirty offensive awareness, so he should be putting up the points as well. Laurent Lapointe, he's got his great point shot, I might add. Passing, puck control, good all-around defenseman right there. Cesar Brule, he's clearly our bottom 6, or a top 6 pair, rather, with Russ McBain, as usual. And then Bychek will be probably on a pair with either Lapointe, Weber, or Frank. Those 4 are really, I think, interchangeable. But I want to start the season with Frank and Weber again together on the same line, because I think that playing with Frank, Weber was really boosted. So I want to try that again. And goaltenders, let's see. Mathot and Ronaldo. Yep, 87, 80. And let's check forwards. So Hansik is a 92 now. Barkov's a 90. Sabrin is an 89. There you go. Braden Point's still an 87. That's good. McCollum is an 86, so I think he'll be on the second line, and Sabrin will be on the first line, just based off his growth. Voloshenko, nice, 86. So that was a good trade right there as well. Connolly, 85. Hagelin, 84. Kozlov, 84. Jocelyn, 84. Braden Shen, 82. Dunham, 81. I don't need Wingles up here. Is there anyone I'm missing down here? No. Okay. So, oh, wow. We really don't have any forwards down in the minors. Might have to sign some for the future, but we do have defensemen down there, so we definitely have 26 skaters. But, yeah, those are your 12 Halifax tugboats. So, I'm going to go into the lines real quick, and let's see what it comes up with here as we do best lines. So, it's suggesting Hansik, Barkov, Connolly, Voloshenko, Hagelin, Sabrin, Kozlov, Point, McCollum, Dunham, Jocelyn, Shen. That is not what I had in mind. I'm going to go Point instead of Hagelin. And I think McCollum's definitely got to be on the second line. Yep. And thing about Sabrin, though, he's a lefty. So I might be able to switch him to a left wing, since he's a better passer than he is shooter. So I'll go like this, maybe. And then Voloshenko, he's a playmaker. Yeah, I'll keep him down here on the third line, and I'll give him power play time to make up for it. And then maybe Jocelyn. I want someone with a good shot, though. Oh, you know what? What about Cody Dunham? He had 12 goals last season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he had a lot of goals, but nah, not really feeling it as of right now. I think I'll stick with this. Or I could put McCollum there. And put someone like Kozlov up here with Sabrin and Point. I don't know. Maybe move Connolly down to the second line. Yeah. I think I want to move Connolly down there with Point and Sabrin. And then Voloshenko with Hagelin and Kozlov. And then Dunham. You know what? I might put Jocelyn. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Jocelyn instead of Kozlov. And then Kozlov could be the fourth line left winger. And then I'll give him, I don't know, penalty kill time. Yeah. Okay, so that looks good right there. Yeah, Hansik, Barkov, McCollum. Sabrin, Point, Connolly. Got to switch Sabrin to a left winger. Voloshenko, Hagelin, Jocelyn. And then Kozlov, Shen, Dunham. That looks good to me. And then Frank and Weber. Yep, even the game is saying Frank and Weber. No, not Brule right there. I want Brule with McBain. And then Bychek and Lapointe. Who's got the better shot? Pretty sure it's Lapointe. Yeah, much better shot for Lapointe. So I'll put him on his one-timer. And, yeah, Bychek can just shut it down there. So I think that's pretty good. Goaltender's obviously Mathot right there. Who's scratched? No one, because, you know, we have 18 skaters. Derp. So I think for this, I want Connolly on the first line, Barkov, and Sabrin. Is there a shooter on that line, actually? You know what? Nah, I want Hansik up there because he had that 37-goal season. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, 37 goals, so I'll leave him there. I do want Lapointe on this power play, so I'm going to put Weber with Lapointe, and then, yeah, and then Frank with Brule. Yeah, that looks good. And then I still need to give Voloshenko power play time as well. So, let's see. And maybe Kozlov. No, not Kozlov, just Voloshenko. So, take out Hagelin. And left wingers, Voloshenko. Insert you. And who would be better on the right? Would it be Voloshenko or Saber? I think it'd be Voloshenko. He's the righty. Yeah, and he's a passer as well. I mean, he's got a decent shot too, but he's more of a playmaker, I think. And well, I mean, technically so is Sabrin, but yeah, Sabrin's the lefty and Voloshenko's the righty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch their positions. Voloshenko is more of a right winger, and Sabrin is a left winger. And then Point can stay there in the middle. And then Frank, and preferably not Brule. Let's see who else is there. So Weber, Lapointe, Frank, not Brule. So it's either McBain or Bychek. Yeah, I think I want to give Bychek a chance. It'll give him an opportunity to grow. So there we go. Yep, Lapointe up here. Weber right there. And instead of Brule, Bychek. And then Hansik and Barkov, and Point with... Is McCollum even on the power play? No, he's not. You know what? Instead of Bychek, yeah, never mind. I want to put McCollum on the power play instead of Bychek. Yep, gotta get him on there. Yeah, he'll do good there. He will do good. But I will leave Bychek on the 4-man power play, and I'll put, instead of Hagelin, I will put Saber in. There we go. And then penalty kill. Yeah, Hansik's got to be there. Shen. Maybe. Point. No, not really feeling it. I'd rather do Barkov there. Yeah, Barkov for sure. And no to Dunham. I'm going to say Kozlov because I got to give him time anyway. So there you go. And you know what? Saberin could actually do the penalty kill too. Yeah, he might not be a bad idea as well if we start struggling there. I don't think Saberin can take faceoffs though, so I might leave Shen there for now. Unless I can find someone better. Oh, you know what? What about Jocelyn? What about... Yeah, Jocelyn. Yeah, for sure. For sure. What's his face-off? 79. Yeah, I'll leave him there. Until he starts... Unless he starts struggling, then I'll just see how it works out. So Jocelyn and... No, not Frank. Come on now. Jocelyn and Barkov. And then, actually, I didn't look at the defense here. So I'll leave Weber. I'll leave Frank. Honestly, that's a pretty good penalty kill defensive core as it is. Oh, you know what? Bychek. Bychek. Is Bychek? No, he's not. So, man, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Because Brule is a good defensive defenseman. And he kind of needs to be on there anyway since he's the top 4. Lapointe. Frank. And Weber. This is going to be a tough decision. This is going to be a tough decision for the penalty kill because I want Bychek getting some time. You know what? I think for now I can just let Bychek have top 4. He'll be okay with that. And as we trust him more, then I'll give him some time on the power play, penalty kill, etc. So, yeah, you know what? I think this is good. This is a good power... Or, you know what? I'll put Brule up here, and then Weber with a point. There you go. Yeah, that looks good. But then again, I want someone with good defensive awareness on that line. Yeah, for God's sakes. Yeah, I'll put Lapointe here and then Brule there with Weber. There you go. Okay, that looks good. And then Lapointe up here. Same thing right there. Okay, there's special teams, extras. That looks pretty good. Besides Brule, got to put him on the top 6. Get Bychek right there. And instead of Bychek, Brule. There you go. And switch them. Yep. Hagelin, Connolly, Saber and Point, Barkov, Hensick. That looks good. 3-on-3. Barkov, Point, Hagelin. That looks good. That looks good. And extra attackers. Hensick and Barkov. I'm going to keep Barkov there. And Jocelyn, yeah. Jocelyn for sure. And the shootout will be Saberin, Point, Barkov, Hagelin because he got the puck control, and then Hansick. Or you know what? You know what I want to try on the shootout? I want to try Brendan Weber on the shootout. Yeah, he's got that mean shot. So, yeah, I'll put him at number 5. And then goaltenders, obviously, Mathat and Ronaldo. That's good. Okay, there are our lines for year number 12. And then let's check the captaincies because we traded away our captain in Derek Pouliot. The game's saying Barkov as the captain. Now, I don't know if I agree with that. Let's see. So who else is there? There's Hagelin, Jocelyn, no. Point, Hansick. The game says he's not really much of a leader, but I want to leave him as an alternate anyway. Brendan Weber, he's a little bit too young. Still got to, go through the playoffs a little bit. Jerry Frank, though. Jerry Frank. And Barkov's not going to be on the team too much longer anyway because of his age. But then again, because of his age, he is pretty... I'd imagine he'd be a pretty good captain. Center, 90. I'll go with 3 alternates for now. And you guys can decide in the comments. I think I want to make Frank definitely as an alternate. And then either Barkov or Connolly is who I'm debating between. You know what? Connolly's been so consistent in the past. I'll give the 3rd alternate to Connolly for now. You guys chime in on who should be the captain and who the other alternate captain should be. But that's what I'm going with for now. Hansick, Connolly, and Frank. So, yeah, there you go. And I'll just give you guys a number view of our roster. So, Brule, Shen, Frank, and then 16 over here. Yep, Barkov, Point, 19. Ronaldo, 31. Mathat, 33. And 45 McCollum, 57 Saberin, 67 Weber, 73 Bychek, 79 Jocelyn, 80. Wow, look at all these 80s in a row here. 83 Dunham, 84 Kozlov, 85 Lapointe, 86 McBain, 87 Connolly, 88 Voloshenko, and then 90 is Hansick, and 94 is Hagelin. So there you go. There is our roster for year number 12. And if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Also, let me know who the real captain should be of the Halifax Tugboats for year number 12. And in the next one, I think we're going to play a preseason game because you know what? This team is way too different to not play a preseason game. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And let's get this Tugboats team in Stanley Cup.